every 90-day fiance star who got catfished by 90-day David. Right, so we're seeing these 90-day fiancés, they're getting catfished. And I can't lie, in the big 2026, you cannot be getting catfished. You need to be moving smart on the internet. There's scammers, all sorts of bloods out there trying to steal the beautiful thing called money in your account. So you have to be smart, guys. You have to be smart, please. You've got to be smart. And the way that people are getting catfished is so goofy. It's mostly that the older people, they don't really know the ways, the hacks of the modern day society. You're telling me you're texting back and forth, you think you're speaking to Melissa from Canada, looking all good and that, and you're actually speaking to Abdul in Nigeria. It's not on. You have to be smart. You need to do FaceTime. You need to be locked in properly. You need to tell them to hold 2 fingers up or something, I don't know. Because you cannot be getting scammed. But anyway, let's get into the reaction.
From ignoring every warning sign.
No, Jenny, please don't get catfish, no.
I kind of forgave him for everything because I had already grown feelings for him.
To sending thousands of dollars to someone they've never even seen in real time.
Do you know how brain dead that is? Thousands, some you haven't met before. The dumbest ones, actually, I heard about this woman. I watched a bit of Ray William Johnson, his videos are quite fire. I watched this video where basically the woman was sending thousands to Elon Musk, thinking he's gonna pick her up in his Tesla. You think the Elon Musk, who's making more than generational wealth than any of the bloods, you think he needs your money? Think, Mark, think.
Years I've sent $40,000 to Maria.
Some of these stories aren't just messy, they're straight up delusional. Today, we're looking back at the most unhinged, painfully awkward, and unforgettable catfish storylines in 90-day fiancé history. And trust me, you are not ready for what's coming. Starting with someone who ignored every warning, every red flag, and every friend telling them to run. Tyree Mullet never stood a chance. He wasn't looking for a casual fling or a quick distraction, he wanted something real. So when a woman named Carmela slid into his life with flirty messages and just the right words, he let his guard down. She made him feel something, like he mattered, like someone actually saw him. Over time, that feeling turned into a routine. Sweet chat.
Can't like Carmela, she can get it, bro. I'm not even mad at this one. The way she's looking good, I won't lie to you guys. So honestly, bro fell for the took an L here. I can't lie. I'm seeing what you're seeing, bro.
Late night conversations, and money transfers that added up faster than he probably realized. 4 years went by. No video calls, no visits. Just a profile picture and a promise. And Tyree held on to it like his entire heart depended on it. Because deep down, he didn't want to believe it was all fake.
Okay, here's my prediction. Some Indian or Nigerian is using her pictures to catfish. Here we go.
She's never video chatted me.
Do you ever ask her to video chat you?
No.
Why?
I did once, but she didn't say anything, so I didn't really, I took it as a no. Maybe she's not comfortable, or maybe she doesn't like video chatting. I know a lot of people don't.
But when the truth finally came to light, the illusion shattered in ways Tyree couldn't have imagined. The woman Tyree had been talking to for 4 years didn't exist. The photos were stolen, and the person behind the messages wasn't a woman at all. It was a man, pretending to be Carmela the entire time.
And we moved to multiple Americans. And I just looked for a guy who maybe send money.
And over time, like how much money has he given you?
$2,000-3,000.
So tell me about your relationship with Tyree then.
It's only for money for me.
You don't have any feelings?
No feelings.
So what happened when he came out there to see you?
I didn't want you to get that far, but I did say to come because I needed clothes and also sell your phone. So I just told him to bring the clothing to his particular store, and he left the clothing there.
Tyree was so deep into this fantasy, he missed every single red flag. The voice never matched the photos, Carmela refused to video chat, and the money requests kept rolling in. He convinced himself it was all part of her emotional baggage.
Carmela is real, and maybe, what the producer was told wasn't true. Maybe her boyfriend found out about us talking, and they wanted to end our relationship. Who knows?
Eventually, the truth
He's just making up coping excuses now. Maybe this happened, maybe that happened. Bruv, you've been scammed. Lock in.
smacks Tyree in the face like a bounced check. After 4 years of sweet messages and digital dreams, the whole thing tanks, and Tyree left sitting in the ruins of a romance that was never even real. If you thought that was bad, just wait until you see what happened to the next guy. He spent years chasing a woman who never showed up. A 46-year-old nail tech from North Carolina might go down as the poster child for 90 Day Fiance catfishing. His story wasn't just heartbreaking, it was bizarre, frustrating, and weirdly unforgettable. For 5 whole years, Caesar poured his heart, and over $40,000, into a relationship with a woman named Maria from Ukraine, a woman he had never met.
I'm gonna meet my Ukrainian girlfriend Maria for the first time ever. We have been talking online for 5 years.
Caesar was out here flashing Maria's glamour shots like they were fresh out of a 2003 modeling catalog. Glossy, soft-lit, and suspiciously flawless. To him, that heavily filtered Instagram selfie wasn't just a picture. It was proof that love was real. For years, they dated almost exclusively through texts that read like they were copy-pasted from a scammer's starter kit. Every time Caesar asked for a video call, Maria had a brand new excuse. Broken camera, bad Wi-Fi, some vague family emergency.
Like, how do you fall for that? You keep asking for FaceTime, keep asking FaceTime. Always an excuse. Like, son, if this is your girlfriend, he's calling her his girlfriend, 5 years as well. If she really loves you, would have been FaceTime. But you're just, I don't get it, bro. Are these people slow or like, not the brightest hole in the shed? Probably the bottom set in school. Getting all D's. Yikes.
At one point, it felt like even her excuses had excuses. But Caesar? Still holding the line. Still believing. So what does he do? He plans a romantic getaway to Mexico and wires her money for the flight.
Because I do love her, and she's the most important person in my life.
Have you heard from Maria?
I haven't heard from Maria at all. The last thing I said from her was that I love her, and I can't wait to see her tomorrow.
He checks in, chills at the beach, probably rehearses his proposal, and then gets hit with the plot twist of the season. Maria's flight was canceled, with no warning, no update. At first, Caesar's convinced she bailed on purpose. He's pacing around the hotel room like he's about to call Nev from Catfish. But then, after a little digging and a suspiciously long phone call to the airline,
You understand that the airline canceled your reservation, right?
It was canceled by the airline.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy now.
Yeah, it looks like your payment method was declined.
Was there some information that wasn't down? Was there some numbers missing? What was going on?
It looks like the reservation was canceled automatically because there were insufficient funds in your account.
and when he finally
Like, damn, bro, splashed so much cash on this random guy, probably pretending to be a woman. Splashed so much money that even a plane ticket, he can't even afford that. He's now broke to be able to afford such a thing. Yeah, bro, it's GG's. I don't get how people fall for this, genuinely. Maybe because I'm young, hip, cool, and awesome, and he's like pushing 50. Could be the reason. But genuinely, I don't see how people fall for this. It's so obvious.
calls Maria to apologize, she says this.
Maybe sorry next time.
So does that mean it's over? Is that it? Was it over when?
Maria doesn't show. No surprise there. But instead of packing up and going home like a normal person, Caesar stays at the couple's resort, alone, with a broken heart and a minibar full of regret. Eventually, producers managed to actually get Maria on camera.
No way.
And let's just say, it did not go as Caesar dreamed it would.
No way, we have to see this.
She strolls in looking like she's about to clock in at a job she never signed up for. Maria shows up annoyed, unimpressed, and 100% emotionally checked out. And then she's
Okay, so this one was real. This woman is real. So she's just playing him, I can't lie. Playing him for the money. Oh, like maybe is she Russian? Maybe I'm going to scam American of money. Terrible Russian accent, I tried. And literally, she's just sucking money from him day in and day out. Always an excuse for the FaceTime. Maybe not because she's a man pretending to be a woman, but she can't even be asked to give this man a FaceTime. Imagine paying thousands for over 5 years to someone, and they can't even be asked to give you a FaceTime. You get nothing out of it. Bro got played like a Nintendo Switch 2, PS4 in HD and Knuckles. Bro, you need to do better, honestly. And the fact that you can sit in front of her right now and do all this, I would have to air the whole place out, allegedly.
Says this to Caesar, on camera.
Were you physically attracted to him at the time?
No.
During the time.
What a bitch, though. That's such a nasty thing to do. I hate scammers, I can't lie. Scammers are actually scum. And she's like, sit there like, laughing about it. Trash.
Of course, I talk to other guys because it's like, it's normal. I cannot like stop for only one man. When I don't have ring on my head, I'm free.
Tell me she did not just emotionally refund this man after 5 years of PayPal deposits. And even after all that, Caesar is still not giving up. And just when you think it can't get more unbelievable, fooled by fake photos, a fake accent, and despite everything, still believed it was true love. Yolanda Leak, a mom of 6 and a widow, fell head over heels for a man named Williams, an alleged British model slash...
This has to be AI, right? Are you guys getting AI vibes? I'm getting AI vibes.
Personal trainer she met on Instagram. The first red flag, his accent was giving West Africa, not London. And every time she asked to FaceTime, he was suddenly shy.
One word, Williams, is lovely.
I peep the signs, guys. Peep the signs. They always never want to FaceTime. They always text only. The more you know.
I fell in love with him online after he DM'd me on Instagram.
Boy, he's jacked.
And even though we never video chatted, he texts and calls me every day.
The photos looked like they were pulled straight from a 2008 protein powder ad. Soft lighting, zero imperfections, and a man so flawless he could have been an AI prototype. Yolanda was completely sold at this point. She ignored every red flag, all 57 of them, and decided to fly across the ocean to meet him. But there was just one tiny detail she missed. She didn't know what city he lived in, or his last name, or literally anything that could have confirmed he wasn't just some random dude trying to get her to send money.
Okay, I need to know the exact airport I need to fly in because I'm booking my flight now.
London.
Okay, London? Do you know the name of the airport?
No, I'm going to text you later.
What you gonna text me later?
Anyone airport.
That sounds good. Don't forget though, because I need to book the flight as soon as possible.
And then, Williams starts sending Yolanda threatening emails. Yes, emails. Demanding she send him money or he'll leak her nudes. Not only did he ghost her, but now he's holding her heart hostage and dropping a full-on scammer mixtape. Eventually, Yolanda's daughter steps in like a detective and uncovers the truth. Williams was some random guy using stolen photos. Probably living in Nigeria. Using 5 burner phones and a cracked laptop.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
And once again, stock photos, muscular stock photos.
Oh man. If he's using these stock photos and it's not really him, then who have I been talking to this whole time?
And threatening to release the adult images is absolutely insane. Bro isn't actually a demon. These scammers are demons, bro.
It's definitely a catfish. That's what a catfish is. Somebody uses someone else's photos.
Oh, gosh.
She went from catfished to cyberstalked in a blink of an eye. But just when you think the drama's over.
If my kids found out that I contacted Williams, they would be very upset.
I just really wanted to ask him for some truths about who he really is.
Yep, despite everything, Yolanda still misses Williams. And then there's the one who got catfished but somehow turned the tables and pulled a full reverse on the situation. Whoa. Ricky Reyes is the type of guy who should have just saved the trouble and stayed home, but no, he thought he could outsmart the entire catfish game. At 35, Ricky had a beautiful vision of love, which in his case was rooted in a massive web of lies, and the sheer belief that he could make it work, even though nothing about his plan was working. So what does Ricky do? He gets hooked by a woman named Melissa, who he met online and thought was the real deal. Naturally, he's like, she's the one, and starts planning a whole trip to Colombia to meet her. Seems legit, right? That's what he thought anyway.
I thought we hit it off great, and she just
blew me off.
Ricky's out here packing for a romance that's going nowhere. He's buying plane tickets, sending money, and I guess preparing for a happily ever after. Too bad Melissa ghosted him. Yeah, she just pulled a disappearing act. And Ricky, well, he suddenly had an epic realization. This whole thing was over before it even started.
I have reached out to Melissa consistently after that, maybe every single hour, and nothing. I'm gonna be in Colombia for about 2 weeks, and I feel stupid that I traveled this far for nothing.
Now Ricky, being the man of impeccable decision-making that he is, doesn't pack up and go home. Nope, he decides to roll the dice again. While Ricky was busy writing love poems to Melissa, he was also casually messaging another woman, Jimena, a 24-year-old from Colombia who had been in his inbox for a while. But according to Ricky, she just didn't give him that same spark. She was more like emotional background noise while Melissa took center stage. So what does he do now?
What is there to lose now that Melissa's not interested? You only live once. So I might as well give it a go and test my luck to see if Jimena wants to hang out. Let's see what she says. I'm nervous about it because, like any human being, we're afraid of rejection.
Suddenly, the woman he barely mentioned becomes the new love of his life. But wait, Ricky's new story is already full of holes. He completely forgets to mention that he was originally planning to meet someone else and just casually glosses over the fact that he lied about coming all the way to Colombia for Jimena, when in reality he was just there to meet Melissa.
Ricky hizo el esfuerzo de venir a Colombia a conocerme. Me hace sentir muy especial.
Damn, Ricky, that's kind of dark, bro. Try and maybe to tell her the truth, bro. It's like, here's how you phrase it, bro. I'm gonna put you on game, Ricky, from a true Riz master like myself. I'm gonna tell you how you do it. Be like, listen, yo, babes, listen. I came here to meet another girl in it, but it didn't work out. So you are the new apple of my eye. You're the new sugar in my tea. You're the new cockroach in my cupboard. And now that other girl, she's nothing. You are my new everything. And that when you say that, it's gonna make her really appreciate your honesty. And even though you said it in a harsh way, she's gonna really feel the love in such a sense. So I think that's how you go about it, guys. And you make sure you use the UK roadman accent as well. They love that.
Oh, and then he also lies about his age and his job and, well, pretty much everything. Still, our man pushes through. He tells Jimena all the right things, drops sweet lines like he didn't just have his heart stomped by another woman 5 minutes ago, but eventually the cracks start showing. Jimena senses something's off, and the producers basically push Ricky to come clean, and then he finally spills the beans.
Me and Melissa was talking. There was a time period, había un tiempo que ella no habló conmigo. She was distant. I was thinking she was playing games. Y cuando tú hablaste conmigo, when you talked to me, I already bought the tickets to come to Medellín, Colombia, para conocer a ella.
Then comes the backpedaling. Ricky starts spinning this story about how he and Jimena just click, how they have real chemistry, and how fate clearly brought them together, basically trying to romance his way out of a disaster. And her response was something unexpected.
Si quieres demostrarme que no vas a hablar más, Melissa, tírate al agua. Sé que él no sabe nadar. Sé que tenía frío.
Are you trying to kill him? Okay, it's cold, fair enough. But you know he can't swim? Are you trying to kill him? I mean, what he did was wrong, but like, does he deserve to drown? I've heard that's a pretty painful way to go out. That's insane.
Pero yo le pedí a Ricky que se tirara al agua porque sé que está haciendo un sacrificio por mí. Ya sé que no lo está haciendo por Melissa, sino por mí.
She actually gives him another chance. Seriously? After all the lies, she went back to him. She must have missed the 76 red flags waving in her face. And then there's the guy who got ghosted again and again, but still chose to ignore it and hold on to the dream. David Murphy is the kind of guy who should have...
Damn, bro's trying to steal my name too. And yes, I know he was born first, but he's still trying to jack my style because I am the original.
Just swiped left on this entire mess. At 60 years old, this Las Vegas man fell for a blonde named Lana, a Ukrainian woman he met on a dating site that literally charged him by the message. Yes, every emoji, every "how was your day," every awkward pause cost money.
I think I talked. Insane, bro's doing Rent a Girlfriend in real life. I don't know if you've seen the anime or manga. It's trash, by the way. Don't watch it. But you know, the guy's actually paying for a girlfriend. At least these other guys, they were stupid, right? They were messaging and getting scammed, but at least they were messaging for free. She's charging, okay, like, as if she's like a phone network charging for the text messages. Bro is absolutely insane. How can you be 60 years old? You're supposed to be wise, bro. You're up there in age, a great sage, but you're moving like a rookie, in that 13-year-old rookie.
Lana probably 4 hours a day. Sometimes it feels great just to get out in the open air and have my chats outside. It feels like she's more a part of my life when I get to talk to her in different places.
But David wasn't fazed. He truly believed this was the love of his life, even when she stood him up. Not once, not twice, but 4 times. That's not a red flag. That's a red carpet to disappointment.
I've been waiting for Lana to show up since 2 p.m.
Like, where's the self-respect, guys? Where is the self-respect? If you get stood up once, unless they have a really good excuse, like your mum better be in the hospital, I can't lie. Your dad better have broken his hip for you to stood me up on the day. If not, you're getting blocked on everything and I'm never chatting to you again. You have to respect your time. I took time out of my day. We are all kings and queens, bro. We have to respect our time. Took time out of your day, went dressed up, got ready, went to the place, and you didn't even have the humility, the politeness to just message me in advance. Sorry, I won't make it. At least in advance, so I don't have to waste my time pulling up and getting ready. And then you don't even say anything. You make me wait. The max I'll wait is an hour. You don't show up, I'm gone. You fumbled it. And this guy's been here hours, gets stood up 4 times. Grams, at 60 years old, you should know by now to have some self-respect, know your worth, and lock in.
And I'm starting to get nervous that all of this was for nothing.
Naturally, his friends, family, and even a licensed private investigator tried to help him out. They were basically screaming that she's not real, but David wasn't ready to hear it. He was convinced their love was real, and no amount of advice would change his mind. So David does what any self-respecting man in denial would do. He suits up and flies to Ukraine multiple times. Each time, Lana ghosted him harder than a phone with no signal.
He flew there multiple times, and I don't know why is it always Ukraine and Russian girls, bro? Is there, like, this must be like some scammy thing going on over there, just like in Nigeria and India, bro. It's crazy.
Excuses, just vague explanations and radio silence.
Ghana could never. Yay.
No calls, no FaceTime, nothing but crickets. But did that stop David? Of course not. He was all in for this emotional roller coaster.
Stupid.
No seatbelt, no backup plan. Then out of nowhere, attempt number 5 rolls around. And this time...
Oh my God, that's her. That is her.
Oh, let's go. She finally pulled up. So this is literally just like playing a gacha game. You keep re-rolling, hoping to get a 5-star, praying for a 5-star, the ST unit. And you finally keep re-rolling, wasting money, wasting time, and you finally pull the ST unit. But he's pulled her. But will she stay for love or for money? Also, don't smile at me. You made me come here 4 times and you wasted my time. Don't smile. The first thing is not an apology. I don't hit women, but I have to slap you. No, I'm joking. Realistically, I'll just go home. Yay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yep. After years of dodging him, she finally shows up like it's some kind of favor to him. David's acting like this is the big romantic moment, but Lana's giving off major, I really didn't sign up for this vibes, like she's been dragged into something she didn't want to do. They actually have some fun, going on dates, exploring the city, and acting like a couple that actually knows how to have a good time.
Bro has his hands all over her. Be calming down. You just met her. But to be fair, he did wait quite a long time. He's quite thirsty right now. She's made him wait for the goods for so long. Bro cannot get enough.
David starts seeing the life he always thought he deserved. Then, with just hours left before his flight back to Vegas...
Lana.
What?
Will you marry me?
She's gonna say no.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell
Yeah, for now. She said yes. But we all know how this usually goes, don't we? But, surprise, surprise, Lana ghosts him again. And what does David do? Oh, he insists she's just shy and decides to keep chasing after her like a love-struck puppy. Cut to the tell-all, where David casually drops that they broke up, got back together, and are talking again. At this point, David wasn't just catfished. He was completely fried. But that's nothing compared to the next person, who completely ignored the glaring differences in his partner's appearance. Some people find faith. Ben found filtered selfies and Bible-flavored lies. He thought Mahogany was heaven sent, but she might have just been calling from the catfish hotline. At 52, this former pastor believed his prayers were finally answered through a filtered Instagram DM from a girl named Mahogany. Yes, that's her real name, or at least the one she gave him. She said she was 24, super spiritual, and somehow perfectly in sync with Ben's beliefs, even though she lived in Peru and never video chatted with him. That should have raised a few eyebrows. Most people would think so, but Ben called it destiny. To him, all those red flags looked like love notes from the universe.
I remember a moment texting with her late at night, and one thing she said I'll never forget: Benjamin, you deserve to be loved, and I want to be that person. And like, I can't describe for you how that felt.
So what does he do?
Like, damn, that makes me feel bad for him, I can't lie. Like, he just wants love, man. He just wants love. But this ain't the way to do it, bro. She ain't want you. Probably another Nigerian, bro. She ain't want you.
He hops on a plane and flies across the world to meet a woman he's never video called. He lands, he texts, he waits, and waits some more. Mahogany ghosts him like she's been dead since season 1. So now Ben is just wandering around Peru, sitting alone in cafes, sipping lukewarm coffee, and getting stood up by someone who may or may not exist. Then out of nowhere...
Yay!
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Mahogany?
Oh.
You are real?
Oh my god.
She didn't look anything like her photos, and she definitely didn't look 24. She's awkward, distant, and clearly annoyed to be there. But Ben was still floating in a cloud of holy delusion. He starts trying to bond with her dad, who's staring at Ben like he's a walking red flag wrapped in Bible verses. Then comes the apartment. Ben gets invited over, only to walk into a place that screams temporary rental. It's like Mahogany was trying to play house, but it doesn't quite add up. Still, Ben doesn't seem to notice.
This is definitely not how I expected the night to go. The house isn't her house, definitely. No photos of her anywhere. And then I find out she's not 24. She's 22.
After all the red flag...
Okay, I mean, it's a bit weird, but what's the point of lying like that? 2 years difference? Why lie? Oh, I'm not 24, I'm actually 22. They're both still like an adult, and the age gap is still large anyway, so why lie? That's weird, whatever.
The dodged questions and the uncomfortable silences. Ben somehow convinces himself this is still the real deal. So what he does next is...
Can you look that?
Why?
There it is.
Why are these guys always so quick to marriage, bro? I have to like become myself now. You just met her. You found out she was real like 2 days ago, and now you're getting married. Stop taking marriage so lightly, guys. Please, it's a commitment. It's not fun and games. Right? There's no need. You can just keep dating and see if it works first, and then married. It's so goofy. You know what? I felt bad for you, bro. Now you're being stupid. I hope this all collapses.
I just asked her to be my wife, and she said,
Yes.
Yup, he actually proposes to a woman who lied about her age, looks, location, and literally everything else. But if you think that was too much, wait until you see the next person, who literally destroyed her life marrying this walking red flag. Jenny Slatton, a single mom from California, thought she had found the love of her life in Michael Jones, a charming British guy who slid into her DMs. 2 years of romantic chats, sweet words, and that oh-so-convincing fake British accent. And Jenny was hooked. But Michael wasn't even British. He was...
When he realized that he was
Michael wasn't even British. He was...
When he realized that he was getting real feelings for me and he could tell that I was getting real feelings for him, he confessed to me that he was actually Sumit from India.
Ooh. Damn, bro looks, something tells me bro looks quite different from the images we were seeing before. You know, that guy, absolutely god tier six-pack, chiseled jawline, amazing beard, every woman's dream, right? And then we have blood. He's more of an acquired taste, let's say.
Sumit is 30, half my age, and he lives in India, and he was working in a call center.
Jenny thought she was starring in her very own rom-com. 2 years of long distance, a fairy tale romance where every sweet word Sumit said had her believing they were destined to be together. He was perfect, or so she thought. The only problem, Sumit wasn't who he said he was. Jenny had already uncovered the truth, that he wasn't the charming British man he'd claimed to be. Still, despite the lies, she was all in. So, she hopped on a plane to India to meet the man she now knew wasn't who he'd pretended to be, hoping to see if the real Sumit could live up to the dream she'd built in her head.
And these people are so desperate that they can be lied to about every single aspect, age, location, looks, everything, and they'll still move forward. They're just that desperate. And to me, that desperation is quite sad. You know, I do feel bad for these people.
Jenny!
Wow!
Oh my God! There you are! I was so scared. I didn't think you were gonna come and I was gonna be lost in India.
On top of it, Sumit had a few more secrets he'd been hiding under that man bun. For starters, he was married to someone else the entire time they were chatting.
So what's your plan now? The plan is like that once I get divorced, then I'll marry Jenny.
This thing doesn't sound good. You are the eldest son. Eldest son is always the one who respects their parents a lot and all the thing which they have done for you.
But that's not even the best part.
मैं बिल्कुल नहीं छोड़ना चाहती इसके साथ।
क्यों नहीं?
मैं बिल्कुल ही छोड़ दे जेनी इसको। पहले बता रही हूँ तेरे को। छोड़ना पड़ेगा।
After years of waiting, Jenny and Sumit finally made it official and got married. But
I mean, bro, he's a grown-ass man. The mum doesn't support it, but at the end of the day, what can she do? Bro's a grown-ass man. He can be in love with Jenny all he likes, and the mum can't do a single thing to stop it. True love prevails.
the struggles didn't magically disappear. The tension between them didn't end with the wedding vows.
You think
Did you say anything?
You think I'm okay? You think everything is okay with me? Why does everybody think it's okay for me to sit here and take all this abuse and not say anything and I'm not supposed to feel anything? I'm not supposed to care.
You are overreacting. You are overreacting.
And then there's the one who still married the man who was just using her to get a US visa. Narkia Lathan thought she was joining a Facebook group for plus-size queens. What she didn't know was that she was also signing up for a masterclass in long-distance delusion, led by one man with more plot twists than a daytime soap. Lowo slides into Narkia's life like he's auditioning for the role.
I'm not trying to violate, bro, but like, what's going on with the facial hair? It's got like the bit here and gaps here. And trust me, I know how hard it is to grow a beard. I've tried. It doesn't work. I can't get the full littiness that I would desire. Maybe one day I can, who knows. But bro, if it's not working out, you need to like just cut it off and rock the goatee. Join the goatee gang. You need to know your capacity in life. If you can't grow a beard, just know your capacity. you just end up looking weird. Like, what's with these? Like, boys trying to do like what mini Wolverine? Shave off, bro. Shave off.
Of perfect man, dropping sweet lines, bold promises, and a sob story so dramatic it deserved its own soundtrack.
He was living in Alabama. He had a son, and that his son's mother had passed away.
But Narkia wasn't built for passive heartbreak. When things started sounding weird, she didn't just sit there. She hit up social media like a digital detective and cracked the case wide open. Turns out,
I found out that he had another social media profile.
Ooh.
Then I see a picture of a woman with his son.
Ooh.
This was his son's mother, very much alive and not dead. I reached out.
Damn, he lied about the mom being dead. Damn, bro, it's an insane lie. The lies before have been bad, but that might be the worst thing to lie about. Like, shoot, bro.
To her, and she told me that Loa was in Vietnam studying business. And that is when I realized that I've been catfished.
any sane person would have hit block, delete, and moved on with their dignity. But Narkia decides to give him another shot. And by the end of the season, they're making it official at the courthouse, like the past few months weren't filled with red flags, fake stories, and a whole other woman still breathing.
In holy matrimony, Narkia, will you have this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? Yes, I will. With this ring. With this ring. I thee wed. I thee wed.
And last on our list, this person doesn't just filter their appearance. They lie about their entire past relationship. Ziad Hakimi is the type of guy who should have just clicked block and saved himself the drama. Ziad thought he'd found his dream woman in Rebecca, a fiery redhead who looked like she walked off a Pinterest board. Her pictures were perfectly curated, just a touch of filter magic, and she was his soulmate.
Many emojis, like he's just the most romantic, sweet person in the world. I'm always sending him funny filters. Oh, that's not attractive. The one that I use the most is the one that just makes me look prettier. It smooths out my skin a little bit.
Holy, what do you mean makes you look smoother? No, it makes you look like a different person. This ain't you. And I don't even seen that from the Boondocks, the granddad. This ain't you when he's getting catfish. But this is not even the same person. This is a filter upon filter. Actually looks like this is AI before AI.
But it's funny to send him these. That one's cute.
Baby, I will see you in a week. I'll see you soon.
But when Ziad finally met Rebecca in person, reality hit hard.
What's this bro's trim? Bro has like the goofy, maybe Johnny Bravo trim. You know, all that shit bro be doing. What is bro cooking here?
The Snapchat filter didn't make it through airport security. Rebecca looked, well, a lot less glamorous woman in the photos and more like someone who enjoys a little too much time with her editing app.
Oh my God.
Bro, she looks like the average British mum that's like that chain smokes, drinks, and is used and abused from her club days. Okay, that was a bit beat up, sorry, but but it's like she's just like looks like the average council flat mum, broke, living with 3 kids and a dad that is gone.
I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah, me too. I'm here. Yeah, I miss you so much.
Oh, bro, you get what you get in it.
So happy because I am with you now.
Me too, baby.
You my love.
But behind all the filters, she was hiding the truth. And that truth was...
Technically, right this minute, I'm still married.
Wow.
And
I am so? You are so what?
still married right now, before I came here. I filed the papers with court, okay?
And what?
So when I go back to America,
Yes.
I have to go back to court one more time.
You know. Woman married?
Yeah.
Turns out she was still legally married when she started talking to Ziad. But did Ziad walk away? Of course not. He stuck around because love is messy and sometimes you just have to ride the wave. So despite the filters, the hidden marriage, and the constant wait what moments, Ziad hung in there. And by the end, they were married.
I got you?
Yeah.
I'm really tired of all these idiots getting married, bro. You know them for like 1 week, 1 day. You just met them properly, already getting married, man. Well, it's their life, I guess.
Up there with him?
Mm-hmm. I'm not nervous like this in my life before in my life. This is the first married for me, and I never thinking this in my life. I do married like this quickly, but I am so happy.
Ziad not only got catfished, but was completely caught in a reality that wasn't even close to what he signed up for. Thanks for watching, and I will.
But yeah, that's the video, I guess. I hope we can all be smarter than this, guys. I hope we can all be super IQ and not be like this. That's the part of life that's interesting. We learn from the mistakes of others so we don't make the same mistakes. That's how you succeed. And this is a mistake that everyone watching this video, you better not make mistakes like this, or else you just a bigger idiot than them, because now you've seen the ramifications and you've still got to do it anyway. But anyway, if you watch this channel, that's not gonna happen to you. You're already mega IQ. Anyway, thanks for watching and all that good stuff. See ya.